The last 48 hours have been a very intense 48 hours for a lot of Americans. There has been a lot of in-house fighting, mainly between black men and black women. More so, black women attacking black men right now after the loss of Kamala Harris. In spite, if you actually look at the numbers, black men have supported black women in large. With that being said, though, the topic of this video is going to be about Cardi B and her most recent video. Now, here's my thing about Cardi B. If you watch my channel, any of my past videos, you know I have no love and I totally dislike Cardi B. I think that woman should be in jail. She gets too much grace. Every single time she says something outlandish or outrageous, people always give her the excuse of, oh, she was hormonal because she was pregnant. Oh, she's a Latina, so she's emotional. Oh, well, you know, that's just how I am. That's how I grew up. Oh, it's my background, all this other kind of stuff. I always had to fight. Get some therapy. That's what Cardi B needs to do, is get some therapy, because I'm sick and tired of hearing her, and I'm sick and tired of seeing her face. And when I said a few days ago that it was an embarrassment that she was on that political stage endorsing Kamala Harris, I 100% believed it, and I stand by that to this day. I still remember when Barack Obama was running for office, and Lindsay Lohan at the time wanted to endorse Barack Obama, asked how she could help on the political stage. Obama at the time said, no, thank you. He wasn't rude or disrespectful about it, but at that particular time, Lindsay Lohan is not who she is today. She wasn't cleaned up. She had a problem with the white stuff. She was a party girl. She didn't have a best reputation, and he did not want that representation representing the Democratic Party. And that's what I'm saying about Cardi B. That's what I'm saying about Meg Thee Stallion. When you have these women out here who are promiscuous, liars, and felons, or should be felons, and you have them out there on a stage endorsing a woman who's supposed to be president, if that's what the potential president or the vice president think of the American people or black people in general, or black women, then no, she does not deserve an endorsement or respect. So Cardi B, like I said before, did more harm than good by being on that stage for Kamala. That was a bad choice to ever put her up there. Now, let me go ahead and continue with that. This is what
I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community, and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear.
This is why some of y'all states be getting hurricanes. That's all I'm going to say. This is why some of y'all states be getting hurricanes. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I went to a supermarket, I'm seeing that everything tripled up. That, like, lettuce was like $2 a couple of months ago, and now it's like fucking $7. Of course I'm gonna say something. The fuck? Because if I think that shit is crazy, I can only imagine what middle class people or people in the hood is motherfucking thinking. So yes, I'm going to say something. The fuck? And I have a big platform, so I do want anybody that's responsible of these fucking prices to put that shit the fuck down. I don't give a fuck. I'm not endorsing no fucking presidents no more. Because we could fund 2 wars. We could fund 2 wars. Talking about we don't got it, but we got it. Like, we're the greatest nation. No, we're not. We're going through some shit right now.
Cardi B. So Cardi B has, as you know, she has publicly endorsed Kamala Harris right before the election. And after the election, we now have the results in, right? We know that Donald Trump won. Kamala Harris called Trump to concede and congratulate, and also made a public statement conceding. Well, Cardi B is not happy that Kamala Harris lost and has been very vocal about that throughout the day. And the latest post by Cardi B of her expressing her displeasure by the outcome of this election. Her last video, you can look it up, it's just like 5 seconds, is saying, "Now I know why you all get hurricanes. Yeah, you all get hurricanes in your states." Essentially, what she was saying without saying it, if you read between the lines, is she was saying, you know, the people of North Carolina and Tennessee, because they tend to be mostly Republican, it's their fault that... Wow. Wow. Cardi B, I'm gonna just... I know I'm not your manager or your agent, but I'm gonna do you a solid right now, and I'm gonna speak on your behalf. This is for you. This is to help you. Take a seat, put the phone down, walk away, take a shower, take a walk. And if any celebrity that came out to endorse Kamala Harris, and if you're confused, if you don't get it, how did everyone turn so right-wing? That attitude right there is why. That self-important, elitist, holier-than-thou, I know better than the people who these policies actually affect. You don't agree with me, therefore you're garbage. You're deplorable. You're a bigot. Yeah. The people who, the blue-collar workers who made an honest living, okay? They didn't take their clothes off. They didn't trick people who went on dates with them. They made honest livings and are barely scraping by. They raise their families. They help their communities. And they get laughed at. They get mocked. They get made fun of by people like you. In 2016, when Hillary Clinton said the deplorables, that's when I knew it had changed. The Democrat Party used to be the party for the working class. It used to be the party for the single mom, for the people that want to make something of themselves. They now despise the working class. They despise most of America. And Cardi B, thank you for allowing your true colors to show. And Democrats, thank you for allowing yourself to show your true colors over the past few years. That's why Donald Trump won. Because of that attitude right there. Sorry, Cardi. Rappers just don't have the same influence they once did. Hollywood just does not have the same cultural relevance it once did. The journalists don't hold the same integrity they once did, and our political class doesn't hold the same power as they once did. And now what they are doing is they are rearing their ugly head because they got exposed, and they are taking that anger out on the very people that exposed them. The very people that they are supposed to serve, that they are supposed to entertain, that they are supposed to work for. We see you, and now we're not going to unsee you. So thank you for showing yourself. Thank you, Democrats, for showing yourselves. And have a nice day.
And that's the majority of how people feel. That's how the majority of people feel when they actually truly just stop and think about what's going on in the world right now. A lot of us are upset, a lot of us are frustrated, and a lot of us don't want to be tricked or played with identity politics and all this other kind of stuff. I remember black women was very upset black men didn't want to jump on the Kamala bandwagon at first because we were trying to see what she would do for us. And whenever black men were asking that, we were asking that not just for us as in black men, but as black men and black women. We were trying to look out for the family unit of the black people. And we got chastised for it for a lot of the time. How dare us think about our family members, our kids, our wives, our mothers, our daughters. We said we want you to earn our vote because we were already blindsided by identity politics with Obama. No, we're the second largest minority in the country. Our vote does matter. But it doesn't seem like it matters a lot of the time. And truthfully, I kind of wonder a lot of the time, are we really the minority? That's neither here or there right now. But as you can see, 295 to 226. That was early this morning when I checked the Associated Press. Trump won and crushed it pretty hard this time around. But there's nobody to blame but Kamala and the Democratic Party. Kamala ran a horrible campaign. I'll say it again. She ran a horrible, lazy campaign. For like the first, 35 days or 40 days, she didn't even make a speech. And any interview she did was a softball interview. Even Steve Harvey himself admitted that, hey, I'm going to give her another, a layup to make sure she gets this culture right so she could get into office. How did that work out? You don't sharpen a sword with wood. So all those people that was going so hard for Kamala, that was making it really easy for her to get onto the stage, harmed her, and nobody's holding them accountable, and nobody's holding her accountable. Think about it for a minute. For the most recent elections, or let me say the last 20-year elections that at least I paid attention to, I won't count 2000, I guess you could say, mainly because I was still in high school, so I wasn't paying attention as much as I did as an adult. But the majority of the time, every single candidate I could think of that was running for president or getting ready to be president, they didn't stray away from hard questions. They didn't stray away from conflict. And conflict doesn't always have to be violent or yelling or bashing. It's helping you think on your toes and being more clever to think a way around a different situation. And whenever you don't have that in a candidate, people shy away from it. They turn away from it. And when you look at Obama, when he first came into office, when he first got elected, when they heard his name, Barack Hussein Obama. And this is right not too long after 9/11, and we were still in a conflict overseas. People heard Hussein was like, oh, that's a terrorist. He must be a plug. And in fact, Donald Trump at one point in time was asking for birth certificates. Wanted to prove that he was actually a real U.S. citizen. But throughout all that conflict, did Obama stray away from it? No. Did he get any softball interviews? No. He may not have done anything for the Black American people like he indicated to, and he may switch his position on certain things I'm not going to touch on right now. But he didn't shy away from the hardships of what it meant to be a leader. And in fact, I can't think of another president that deported more people than Obama, maybe Trump now, because of what Harris and Biden did. I can't think of a man who has more bodies on him during his administration, because they was calling him the bomber in chief at one point in time because he was just bombing people left and right. When it came to Obama, he didn't shy away. He didn't run, and he pushed forward. When it came to Kamala, oh, we must protect her. We must help her. No. Not when you're going to be a leader of the most powerful nation on earth, supposedly. And then on top of that, as soon as people heard that Trump won, what ends up happening? Ukraine makes an announcement. Russia makes an announcement. China makes an announcement. And you see, like, all these people we were at odds in all of a sudden are now wanting to be like, you know what, let's back off a little bit. Because we no longer have a senile old man in office and a woman that's going to follow his exact same positions. Because let's be real here, she said she wasn't going to do anything different than Biden. She didn't disagree with anything he did. And she had a perfect opportunity to say, hey, we did this. I learned from this mistake. Let me go ahead and say, let's pivot and go in this direction. She didn't do any of that. And in fact, if you ask her a question that was too difficult, she would storm off stage, or, you know, the election's over, so it don't matter. I'm just annoyed. I'm frustrated because Kamala didn't run a great campaign, and you see black women on here attacking black men when it's not justified or deserved in any way, shape, or form. Anyways, you guys tell me what you think. If you watched this far, like, comment,